Hello, everyone. Welcome back to an episode of Talk to Me Sister. I do apologize for the over delay, episode 11. Starting in episode 12, which is coming up this week, we're going to be talking about Hayden Pachanera and her whole situation of her passing and the involvement of her abusive boyfriend and being in the spotlight and all this other stuff. We also going to take a deep dive in the podcast that she did with Jay Shetty. So we're going to talk about that in episode 12. And then for episode and also Neutrogena getting backlash. So we talk about all those things in episode 12. Episode 13, we're going to talk about Tate McRae getting backlash as well regarding to her pay partnership, I think with Neutrogena as well. And then I think either Alex Cooper or Alex Earl that's getting some backlash, or she wanted to clap back at some of the fans. So we got to talk about that in episode 13. Whatever we don't cover for these last two episodes of season 2 of Talk to Me Sister, we'll talk about in the finale on Labor Day, September 7th. So there you go. But hello, my peoples. Well, how are you guys doing? How was your weekend? I hope all was well. I was supposed to inform you guys over the weekend about my reaction and my whole responsive concept of House of Dragon season 3. It was so good. Okay, that finale was intense. Boo. It was intense. It was intense. I'm so sorry, y'all. I have PMS brain, and I knew my period was coming on because I kept forgetting a lot of stuff. I was just like all over the place. I'm like, my period's coming on, my period's coming on. And it came on. And I was like, I knew it. I knew it because I was supposed to inform you guys. I totally forgot. I kept forgetting a lot of things. My energy was all over the place. I'm so sorry, y'all. But I will try to get myself together for episode 12 and episode 13. It's the best to my ability. If not, I'll definitely let you guys know before the finale, which is September 7th. So give me some grace. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm all over the place. And yeah, so bear with me. Make sure you guys are checking out all my social media platforms, which is Instagram, Facebook, and my LinkedIn, which is Copies of Opinion. I will be posting more favorites on there, like movies and shows and other recommendational concepts that I would love to recommend to you guys, whether it's for the fall season, which is coming up soon. So I hope you guys are excited for that. So much content's coming soon. Not for the podcast, but away from the podcast. I'm going to be doing more sister advice, movies and shows, and other recommendations. But the podcast will be coming back in June of 2027. But in the meantime, you guys will be getting more sister advice because I haven't done as much. So I really want to put more effort into it. And then once I'm done with that for the month of September, or at least half of the month of September, I'm going to be heading back to investing girly on YouTube with like short form content and maybe regular content. I'm not sure, but I'll keep you posted. And then I want to get back into my poetry content, and I'm finally launching my business for Sunflower 6994. This fall season, it's been a struggle. It's been a crazy ride, a crazy journey getting this business started for the past 6 years. It has been crazy. So if you understand what it means to start a business, you understand the struggles and the chaos and the mental draining and all this stuff. So yeah. But anyway, we are here. So bear with me if I got PMS brain. I do apologize. I'm so sorry. But today we're going to be talking about Selena Gomez and her mom. They're both getting sued for Wondermind. It's supposed to be a mental health advocate app. The investors are suing them because these investors put so much money with her mom and other partners that she is working with, which is the co-founder Danielle Parison. They put in $1.2 million. The suited alleged that Wondermind promised an app partnership and the revenue streams that never materialized. Investors are saying that Selena signed a contract to be heavily involved, but quote unquote ignored it. They also claim that the founder hid internal chaos for years, including alleged intentions between Selena and her mom, Mandy. So, yeah, that's crazy. And then on top of that, let me get back into it. On top of that, her business or her branding could be infected. Wondermind was pitched to be 95 million mental health fitness ecosystem backed by major investors like Serena Williams founded Sequoia. I don't want to butcher it. It's Sequoia Capital. So yeah. So the lawsuit alleged non-existent partnerships like JP Morgan, Fidelity, exaggerational founder credentials, and revenue intensive that never existed. An app that was never built. This makes Selena look kind of bad, in my opinion. This company wasn't what it claimed to be, and that it can affect a future partnership or investors' trust. And yeah, I don't blame. If you and your mom created something for people to love their bodies, have a better mindset, whatever the case may be, girl, okay. Like, stay by your word. Stand by your word. So we shall see how this all plays out in court. Like, are the investors are playing games? Is both of them playing games? Is everybody playing games? What is going on here? So it's it's crazy. But I want to keep you guys posted on more of the information of like what's going on. So, you know, it's ridiculous. It's like every celebrity that partners up with big investors that are very popular tends to get the most in trouble. It's crazy. So, like I said, multiple investors say that Selena and Mandy and the co-founder Danielle misinterpret the company, the partnership, and Selena's involvement, leading them to invest about $1.2 million. They said that the Wonder-minded promise of app, a partnership, and revenue, not fitness training, fitness health, and all these things to encourage people with their bodies and their mind and their strength and being confident in yourself. Because as we all know, Selena is all about mental health advocate when it comes to any brand that she does. She wants to represent the face of mental health. And I don't blame her because when you're dealing in the spotlight, and having lupus, it can be very hard to be in the public eye when somebody is like constantly watching your every move. It can be really mentally draining on your body, yourself. And everybody who claimed to be a Selena supporter tends to attack her when it comes to her body. And I'm like, do you not realize she has lupus? And how it can affect your weight and your mind and your spirit and just your mental health in general. Like, what is wrong with you people? How are you going to say you're all for Selena, whatever relationship that she's in, and want the best for her, but then you're also attacking her at the same time? It's like, make it make sense. You like, how are you gonna be for me, but you're also against me? I'm confused here. And I understand Selena is not perfect. We have seen her dark side when she was growing up in Disney and even just like leaving Disney before she met Benny Blanco. We understand all of that and nobody is perfect. But at the same time, she's a much better person compared to Hailey Baldwin, well, Hailey Bieber. So let's be real for a second, okay? At least Selena is willing to engage with her fans and her consumers, even though they're influencers, don't get me wrong, but still compared to Hailey, where it's like Hailey can like throw shades at people who worship her. It's like, especially with the Hailey Bieber jeans, is like, come on, man. Come on. As we all know, baggy jeans have been around since the 90s, the 2000s, during the hip hop era. Is Y2K, all of that. Like, she does nothing special. She's so boring. At least Selena has talent and expression and just peace and just, I don't know, like she has a wonderful, bubbly spirit. Even if Selena does throw shade or whatever, or have her social media quote unquote breaks and comes back the next day or the next week or something, like whatever, at the end of the day, she's a much better person than Hailey. Okay, no matter how many times you want to butt heads with them or pin them together because of Justin Bieber, we, as always, we as the people, and as always, we should just let that shit go. It's like past 15 years, more than that. Can we please let that shit go? Okay. So that's what's been going on. And I'll keep you guys posted on the situation. But her attorney has said that the allegations are baseless and she will seek dismissal. So we shall see what happens. And they also claim that the founder hid intentional chaos for years, including the alleged intentions between Selena and Mandy. So, yeah, we'll see how this plays out. What do you guys think about the whole thing? Let me know. I would love to know more about Selena and her mom. I don't really know that much about Selena and her mom. I understand a lot of child actors that grew up in the 90s or 80s for that matter, tend to have some type of resentment towards their parents. And I understand why, because it's like your parents are draining your bank account. It goes way back to like old Hollywood and like old Hollywood, and not just like old Hollywood 90s, 80s, Y2K. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what you guys think about the whole thing. Do you think Selena will win, with her mom and just like the whole Wonder situation? Or do you think the investors are playing games? What do you guys think about the whole thing, considering she is a public eye, she is a mental health advocate? What do you guys think about it? Let me know. In other news, Travis is having a Hulu special documentary about his life, and his ex babe his not baby mama, his ex-wife threw some shade at at Kourtney, which she always does. It's like, can we just act like adults here? Why are we acting like children? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't understand here. It's like, why can't you just do your own thing? And now she's having a special as well, like the ex-wife. And I'm like, our main focus should just be co-parenting. Like, why are we constantly throwing out our energy at being a stepmom, being a terrible stepmom, whatever the case may be? Is like, okay, I think Kourtney is a little bit of a better mom compared to Kim. I'm just being real. And yeah, and Chloe's a good mom too. You don't see her, allowing grown men be around kids. Not look, I can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's like at least they're a little bit a better parent compared to Kim. I'm just saying. So at least uh Penelope is actually dressing like a teenager and not Northwest, considering Northwest. I feel so sorry for her because it's like Kim is trying to be her best friend instead of being a mom, and it's just like so annoying. I just don't understand. So, yeah, it doesn't make sense to me. It really don't. So, we shall see what happens here, but the ex-wife is like constantly coming after Kourtney, you're a bad mom, where are the other kids? And then it's like, what's the point of throwing shade at Kourtney if you're just gonna delete what you said? Like, come on. Like, how dumb can you be? Are you that bored? It's like, what is happening? What is happening here? So, I would love to know what you guys think. Oh, okay. So I didn't know about this about Selena and her mom. So Selena, in her long-running personal struggle with her mom, stated that, a lack of involvement, business failures, alleged mismanagement, mother-daughter conflicts. Okay, that makes sense. Constantly butting heads. Um, Also, the court was saying that they could find fraud, breach of contract, unjust enrichment. It can definitely be taken seriously, tarnishing her brand. Investors are seeking to unwin their 2.2 million investments and recover damages. But if Selena wins or settles quietly, the impact may fade, especially because her lawyer already called this allegation completely maternalist. So we shall see how that goes. We shall see. So, yes, this lawsuit can hurt Selena's brand, especially her credibility to mental health and her business. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. Hopefully she'll win and diss her mom and just do the damn thing herself. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But in the swing of other things, like I said before about Travis, Sean was saying Shanna. So the whole thing is Shanna's been throwing shade at her for quite some time. And there was this viral comment about Kourtney at the premiere of Travis' documentary Louder Than Fear, which is on Hulu. Shanna commented on the TikTok clip of Travis and Kourtney and the kids walking the red carpet, saying, "Where's her children?" And this was aimed at Kourtney's kids, which is Mason, Penelope, and Rain, and baby Rocky, who weren't at the event. And then fans immediately called it petty, which I think it's petty as well. And Shauna deleted it, but screenshot it, spreads everywhere. And then she said later that there's no major story. She often posts and delete things. She also hinted that she'll tell her side in her upcoming memoir, which is Queen Risen. Like, girl, you're just bored. So this isn't really news. Shauna has a long record of criticizing Kourtney and the Kardashian family. She just doesn't like the Kardashians. She's tired of talking about them. Then stop talking about them. And then she's accusing Kourtney of being a bad stepmother, crossing boundaries. She's publicly expressed disdain since Travis and Kourtney got together. She's just jealous. Like, if no one can have you, blah, 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 then all that stuff. Nothing serious, nothing legal, but she's dropping shady comments, she's deleting them, she's letting the internet run with the drama. So basically, she's bored. She has nothing else better to do. She should be focusing being a mom and just doing her own thing, living her best life, instead of harassing, his new bride. I swear, like most ex-wives, and this happened to my sister's mom when my father got married to my mom, is constant shade, it's constant attacking, it's constant, if I can't have you, nobody can have you type shit, type drama. It is ridiculous and I can't stand it. So is one of these numbers. It's ridiculous. But let me know what you guys think about the whole thing. Also, there has been rumors about a nanny. I don't think she's an ex-nanny. I'm not sure if she's an ex-nanny or she's a I don't know if she's an ex-nanny. I gotta look into that. So let me check it out real quick. I think I didn't talk about it, but I think I looked into it not that long ago. Okay, here. So I'm sorry. So Kourtney Kardashian's nanny rumor, did she sleep with Travis? So the answer is no. But every credibility source confirms that the rumor is false. What actually happened, her name, former nanny, she's a former nanny. Lena Bearers revealed on a $1 Million Nanny this podcast thing that she once slept with a client's dad. And people assume that it was Travis Barker. To me, she should have cleared that up the minute she talked about sleeping with somebody, and people automatically assume it was Travis Barker. She said no, it's not true, it's false. She also explained the hookup that happened like years and years ago when she was like 22 years old, before she even worked for the Kardashians. And then, he was a single dad and he was a friend and not famous. So the rumor blew up only because she mentioned it on a show and didn't really address it properly, and the fact that another nanny spread it. So Nina never slept with Travis Barker. The timeline makes no sense, and she denies it across multiple interviews. So be careful telling stories, even if it's true, even if it's false. Be careful telling stories about you sleeping with somebody, whether they were famous or not. Just be careful. I understand some people, when they talk about famous stories, they want to keep the person anonymous, they want to keep them under wraps and their identity. But at the same time, when people are asking you questions about any kind of relatability with any kind of famous reality family, just be careful. But the nanny spread it. It's not true. There you go. So, yes, so those are the stories. Let me know your whole thought process between Selena and her mom and the whole thing with the investors. Also, I want to know your thoughts on Travis Barker, the whole thing with the ex-wife, and the whole nanny situation. What do you guys think about the whole thing? Please let me know what your thought process is. House of Dragons was so good. I really enjoyed it. I'm sorry I didn't talk about it before, but I just knew my period was coming on because I kept forgetting things. So yeah, but I am currently still watching a bunch of other shows at the moment. I'm still watching Gladiator. A new Lantern came out, the Green Lantern. I'm definitely going to be watching that for sure. I do need to finish other shows like Ellie and Bold Type. I'll keep you posted on just like the whole thing with that one really soon. But in the meantime, I'm going to finish up what I have and then I'll talk about it in a later time frame, maybe on episode 12 or episode 13. And then whatever I don't mention will be for the finale, like other news and stuff like that. So I hope you guys have been enjoying season 2. I hope you guys been getting a giggle out of it. I'm sorry for my brain. I'm PMSing right now, so bear with me. But what do you guys think about the whole thing? And I will see you guys on Friday for Hayden Pechanera, the whole thing with Neutrogena, her abusive boyfriend. We're going to be talking about that for sure. And we're also going to be talking about Tate McRae or Alex Cooper, I believe, is one of the two. So we'll talk about that either on episode 12 or episode 13. And whatever we don't cover, we'll talk about in the finale on September 7th. So I will talk to you guys then. Have a good one. Bye.